The Blue Jays are on their way to the MLB playoffs for the first time in 22 years. They will start off their division series against the Texas Rangers following a day off. The roster has been yet to officially set, though official manager John Gibbons remains confident on how his squad has done this season. Toronto Maple Leafs host the Montreal Canadiens in their season home opener tonight. This is a much anticipated game because this is the new coach Mike Babcock's first season game with the Leafs. Fans are hoping the Jays' success this year will rub off on the Buds and maybe we'll actually make it to the playoffs. I'll have more with sports later, but right now it's back over to the news desk. Well, according to Sports Illustrated and Las Vegas bookies, the Jays are in the favorites to win the World Series. Like we told you earlier, the first pitch in the AL Division Series will be tomorrow at 3:37 at the Rogers Center. The Jays may be in the running, but the Yankee season is over. The Houston Astros swept the Bronx Bombers off the field to clinch a spot in the AL West, winning 3-0 at the Yankee Stadium. The Astros will open their series against the Kansas City Royals tomorrow night. The long wait is finally over. It's the day every Canadian has been waiting for. Hockey is back. The Leafs host the Canadiens tonight with a face-off starting at 7 p.m. After devastating losses for decades, Leafs fans are hoping the team follows the footsteps of the Jays and makes it to the playoffs. How did you guys come together as a band?
Tinder. Yeah, that's a good question. These guys were playing in a band before I was in the picture called Seam. And then I met them at a show, and I knew Jeff for a long time. We were good buddies.
Thank you, Cindy. So we have some exciting news for you, Sheridan students. The President Challenge is back at Sheridan, and this year's theme is wellness. We're going to focus on 7 dimensions this year, which is pretty exciting. We have spiritual, emotional, social, environmental, occupational, intellectual, and physical. Staff and students are highly encouraged to get involved because we want you guys to see the 7 dimensions and we definitely want your health to improve. The President Challenge actually started back in September, but there wasn't much of a reaction. So we did our promotion and we did our best to make sure that this got big, and it definitely did. Jeff Sabudsky got the idea because he went to an institution in the States and he kind of noticed that it was huge there, and he thought, you know what, Sheridan needs it here because it's such a great place, so why not bring it? You can sign up at thepresidentschallenge.sheridancollege.ca. I'm Mollie Casey, and that's all I have. You missed! John and Linda Casey were meant to be together from the moment they laid eyes on each other. Almost 50 years later, these teenage lovebirds can prove that love can last, no matter the difficulties you may face.
I met him because my friend was going out with his cousin, and my friend kept passing messages on that he wanted to go out with me. The first time he saw me, he was in a hole, digging a hole, and I worked at Nabisco's, and I was walking up the hill, and he told his friend that he was going to marry me. My granddad's best man got married the week before we did.
You can see in their eyes how much these two love each other.
I knew I loved her from the day I seen her, and I still do. She was my sweetheart.
It has a warm, welcoming feeling. Maybe it's because they're parents of 4, or grandparents of 7, or great-grandparents of 2. You're always welcome here. 4 children later, it's beautiful to think what can come from 2 people. But unfortunately, life drastically changed on July 8th, 2011.
Our son, our youngest son, was killed on July the 8th, 2011. Nobody ever dreamed of something like this happening. It was our worst nightmare.
John James Casey was just 36 years old when he was tragically taken away from the Casey family. But marriage is forever, and John and Lynn pushed through to make sure that people knew that they would love each other for absolute ever. Life is always full of trials and tribulations, but after 50 years of love and marriage, we can only hope for 50 more. For the Eye on Sheridan, I'm Mollie Hyde-Whipp. And I'm Mollie Casey. On today's show, an all-candidates debate at Sheridan College, Toronto City Council debates Uber. But first, how about those Jays? Blue Jays fans are on pins and needles. The team is just 1 game away from clinching the AL East championship, and it could happen tonight. A huge rainstorm in Baltimore last night delayed the party. Stroman warmed up but never got to play the game. but he'll be on the mound this afternoon.